Well, good evening, everybody. This is episode 3 of the BS podcast, along with Noah Bullard. I'm here. I'm Ben Baker. And today, we had to be very flexible. We initially had it all planned out. We were going to go see Kids and Cubs, which, for those of you who don't know, is a 75 and over softball league, if I am correct.
Yep.
Most of who live in the area, but still have that love of the game, who still wants to continue to play. So we were going to cover them this morning, but unfortunately, Mother Nature, of course, did not cooperate. I mean, some of the puddles on the roads were crazy. You could have a huge radius of spray, but we made do. We regrouped, and we went over to George Steinbrenner Field to watch and take in the game of the Braves versus the Yankees.
Yeah, that's right. And, before we get too far into what we ended up covering today, I just want to take a minute and touch on the Kids and Cubs, because that was just an incredible experience. I mean, we didn't even get to see anybody. We didn't get to cover anything. I got a brochure that had names and little facts, date of birth, brief, service in the military or job history of these men and women that partake in Kids and Cubs. And we got there, and I was upset because I really wanted to talk to some of these people, but just seeing the amount of people, I mean, there are probably 60 people involved in this program, all over the age of 75, all still able and willing to play competitive sports, which is enough. That's a story in itself right there. Pack it up and ship it. But there was a guy there that was born in 1926. 1926. This guy served in the Second World War, served in Vietnam, Korea. I mean, he's done 12 Iron. There's another guy there that's done 12 Ironmans. That's over 75. 12 Ironmans, 25 marathons. I mean, these guys are amazing.
I mean, age is just a number.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's what I dream of being when I'm that age, and it's just like 93 years old, and you can still do that.
Mm-hmm.
Truly amazing. And we may get another crack on Thursday. There's an outside shot that we will get over there, and from what I saw, it looks like the weather will cooperate. So stay tuned for that.
Yep, absolutely. And on the topic of weather, was definitely an impediment in our day, and I'm writing up a story for that right now, so we'll keep an eye out for that as well. A little self-plug. Ben got to do it yesterday, so I'm going to throw my own name into the ring here. But without further ado, I think it's time we move on into our MLB spring training player of the day.
Yeah, so like I said in the intro, we went to the Braves versus Yankees today, and gotta say, you hear his name all the time. Huge physical specimen, 6'7", 282 pounds, a tight end, playing outfield. Our player of the day today was none other than number 99, Yankees' Aaron Judge. Yeah. He had a double in the game, and then he hit a 3-run homer to give the Yankees the lead for good, which they ended up winning 5-1.
Yeah.
So for that, he gets our recognition.
Yeah, and Aaron Judge, you don't realize how big athletes are until you see them in person. I've been to a couple football games. I've been to a couple professional basketball games. But being in the Yankees stadium, in the George Steinbrenner Stadium down here in Tampa, you can literally get right next to the dugout without any impediment. I walked right down next to the dugout. Aaron Judge walks out, and I'm not short. I'm 6'3", and I look up, and here's this guy, this towering hulk of a human being. You just don't realize what a physical specimen that guy is until he's right in front of you. And it obviously translates to the field. You look at his swing, you look at the power and the speed in the outfield of a guy his size. It's unprecedented. You really don't see that in baseball, and absolutely deserving of the player of the day today, Aaron Judge.
And that leads perfectly into our next segment, our sort of classmate of the day, if you will, because as I said, judges are the theme of our day.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The New York fans have really just embraced Aaron Judge in many ways, to the point where they're dressing up as judges, as you would see in a court and stuff like that. A fan section they like calling, I believe I think it's the judges' quarters or something like that, and it's really unique just in general. You see these fans and they're wearing wigs, and if you go to Yankee Stadium, they're wearing the robes and they have the gavels. And I had the opportunity to sit down with two ladies talking about how they've really embraced this, and I said, well, how does everything work? And they say, like, well, during a big play, we like to bang our gavels and stuff like that, and we wear these wigs, and I had the opportunity to try one on, which was a lot of fun, but it's really cool what these fans have done, just embracing him, coming in, and stuff like that, and it's been more than just his name just taking on the Judge type of thing, but they've really just embraced the type of person he is in ways as well. He, what these ladies really talked about specifically is he really embodies what the Yankees are in their opinion. Just a class organization. They talk about how they haven't really seen him in the news. He's not an athlete that really gets in the news or causes trouble and stuff like that. They see him as a real gentleman and stuff like that. And, you know, the Yankees typically have that one player that kind of stands out. You know, you have Derek Jeter. If you go far back into Babe Ruth, they feel like he is that one player that really exemplifies, in their opinion, what the Yankees are. And, I mean, there's a little bit of bias. I mean, I grew up as a Yankees fan, and I really enjoyed my time there. But just hearing their passion about it and how much they appreciate him, not just with the fun they've been able to have with it, but just the type of person he has, was really special to hear from these Yankee fans.
I mean, the Yankees are, but just in their rich history, just a long line of great players and personalities, like you said, just a whole laundry list. Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, all the way up to present day, as Jack said, Derek Jeter, and now maybe it'll be Aaron Judge.
Yeah, absolutely, and a guy definitely has the potential. Also, you know, special thank you to Jack Williams coming in, talking about his experience today. You know, I saw the woman that he was talking about just there. We all walked in and we're kind of meandering around the park a little bit, and you know, they stick out like a sore thumb, that group of fans he's talking about. But that's just really cool. You know, you see fans get really involved no matter what sport it is. And, you know, for these people to have that connection with their favorite player, and for their favorite player to be, again, like Jack said, such a stand-up guy, you know, that's it. It's very hard. You can hate the Yankees all you want, right? But it is very, very, very difficult to hate Aaron Judge.
I mean, where Aaron Judge is, you know, it's the largest city in the country, New York. I mean, there are all sorts of ways that he could. There's a lot of things available to him that could lead him off the path that he has chosen. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that does take, you know, some personal resolve and dedication.
Certainly.
And that's definitely role model worthy right there.
Yep. But
then to have that coupled with, you know, today's on-field performance, it really speaks a lot to him.
Yeah, Aaron Judge, not only a stand-up guy, but one heck of an athlete on the baseball field, both in the outfield and at the plate. So, you know, that's really the capper of our day. Really, we went out and got to watch some good baseball. But the last 2 days, it's been really good baseball, and tomorrow we're going to have more of that. I believe the first thing in the morning, we're going to go tour is it a Fox affiliate or an NBC?
Might be ABC. We're going all.
Oh yeah,
we'll go
laundry
list of
there,
3-letter network stations. But for long short, we'll be visiting a new station early tomorrow morning with a Ball State alum. That's always good to see. You know, former Cardinals doing the work that most of us are going to want to do someday.
Absolutely.
So learn from the pros, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And then we may catch another Major League game, and for sure we will be covering the Ball State baseball team's game tomorrow night versus the University of Central Florida over in Orlando. So we'll be all over the place, but if we're not tired, then we're not doing it right.
That's right. And it's certainly going to be a good day tomorrow. More baseball, more work experience, more stories to write. It's just going to be another really good opportunity. And from what I hear, those of you in the Ball State journalism department that are listening to this, we're going to be running into Terry Heifetz tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. Terry is a really good guy and a great professor, somebody that I know a lot of people in the journalism program look up to and respect. So thank you guys for tuning in today. This has been the third episode of the BS podcast with Ben Baker and myself, Noah Bullard, and shout out to our featured student today, Jack Williams. He knocked it out of the park with his story there, and I know that was an awful pun, but thanks for sticking with us. A little shorter podcast today. We didn't get interviews like we wanted to, but hey, we're here. We're making do. We're still nose to the grindstone, cranking out stories. So thank you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.